that's enough for us. I don't know what the deviators are. That's a great question. I always assumed it.
Yeah, it's sort of filthy, but that we just put on in the last 30 minutes. Now we need to set up. You know,
Alright everyone, so I thought I'd give you a tour of the property as well. So we're starting from the entrance. We're going in. As we drive through, I'll try to show you everything, plans we have for the future. Here's the wilderness sign that me and a friend made in college. Now, we're on our way to my dad's side of the property. We have it kind of split into two separate sections. This road runs along the north edge of our property. There's some down trees like that we always need to keep clearing out of the way. So he got this garage done and got this section of the driveway all nice and completed last year. Once again, more down trees we need to deal with. There's a garage, woodshed, the shed we had before, and a wall tent. Right on the left where that pile of wood is, that's where he's planning to build a cabin eventually. Alright, now as we get out of here, you can see a teardrop trailer that I made in 2020. That's before we owned this property. So it just got parked up here, and I was planning to tour around with it, but it really didn't work out because I started building a cabin, and I'd much rather be at a cabin than in the teardrop. So as we're going down here, you can see that we're gonna go past where my cabin is. Mine's just down that little path. I'm gonna keep going. There's a couple of cool areas on this property as well. So we're gonna be heading down. There's sort of a swampy bog area that has a spring. There is a whole bunch of like really open land back there too, and a lot of grouse like to live back there. So you know what I'll be doing this fall. So as well as the boggy area, which we're the spring, which we're stopping at. You can see that pool filled up from the spring. As we go towards the end of our property down here, I'm planning also to making a pew-pew range down here. So as we're traveling along, we actually do have some neighbors that have deeded access through our land. So our gate is kind of protecting us and the people behind us as well. So now we're reaching the end of our property, and I'm going to drop down and go show you kind of where I want this range to be eventually. Now, there's a pit to the left side, which is why I'm kind of going around it. There were pits kind of along the road in several places because that's how they actually built our road, is they built it through digging through our own land. So that right there is where I'm planning to mow down all of that stuff. It's all like little 2-foot tall stuff to make a nice shooting range there. So I think that'll work out really well. So now you can see kind of that pit on that right side where they were digging up. What they were doing is they were testing the gravel. They were going to turn this land into just a big gravel pit. And luckily they didn't, so we got to have it. But they did use some of the pits to be able to dig up gravel to make the road that I'm driving on right now. So now we're going to be heading back to my cabin. We'll be showing you around my little area. It's quite a ways actually to get through all this stuff. There's a little culvert there that I just drove over, if you saw that. There's some pipes underground that are under the road. So this property we bought in February, I think, of 2021, and we've had it since then. It's been, of course, fantastic. We're way up high, which means that it gets way hotter than the forecast says in the day, and way cooler in the night than what the forecast says. Okay, now we're going down my path down to my cabin. Now, if you saw the other videos, I carried all the pieces of wood, everything, down this path before it was wide enough for a four-wheeler. So I'm going to go up. Here's the cabin. So I'm going to get off, show you around a little bit. But yeah, all of the pieces of wood for the whole cabin were carried by hand down that path. I spent way more time moving material than I did actually working on the cabin. So as we go, the outhouse will be on the right, and there's a shower platform on the left. So there's the outhouse, and then the shower platform on the left. So we had to get around some code rules, so we couldn't build a shower house. But there's a shower tent,